everyone, I'm Allison and you're watching Long Island Thrifter, a channel for anyone interested in finding bargains for as little as $1 and flipping them for profit. It's about upcycling, recycling, repurposing, and finding unique ways to make and save money. Today I'm going to show you 7 of the most overlooked, underpriced items at thrift stores and yard sales, which can turn a nice profit for you. So I paid $3.99 for this beautiful emerald green with gold embellishments, teacup, and saucer. There were no chips or cracks or anything wrong with it. And I'm not into buying china or teacups, anything like that. But for some reason, this spoke to me. I just thought it was really pretty. It sat on the shelf with all the mugs and everything. And I was like, oh, you know, that looks kind of nice. Anyway, after doing a little research, I found that it was made by Aynsley. It's Aynsley English bone china, and they vary in prices, but this one in particular, I found one other that looked just like it that had sold for $50. So that's what I put mine up for. And I ended up in about a week and a half taking best offer for $46. So I was really happy with that. Don't overlook the teacup and saucer. There are a lot of people who collect vintage perfume bottles with and without the perfume inside. I found these 2 Jicky by Guerlain France perfume bottles at a yard sale for $1 each. And after a little bit of research, which included finding out that the bottles were designed by Baccarat, a French crystal manufacturer, I put them up for $60 on eBay, and within a week they sold for best offer of $50. So don't overlook perfume bottles, with or without the perfume inside. Many of them are very, very pricey. Check out these recent prices of these bottles. They're pretty impressive. The glassware section of the thrift store is usually a mishmash of drinking glasses that range from Kiss Me I'm Irish glass coffee mugs to Elmer Fudd and Tweety Bird jelly jars. But most of these glasses run around 99 cents, so don't overlook this area. As soon as I picked up this glass, I knew by its weight that it was a little different from the rest of the crap on the shelf. And then I happened to look inside and I saw the manufacturer name imprinted in it. And I was like, great, I'm gonna look this up. And I don't know if you can see that, but it says Schott Zwiesel. Sorry if I'm messing up the German for any of my German viewers. But they're a German glass manufacturer. I found another one, so I have a pair, and I'm probably gonna put these up for about $20 to $25 for the pair. Then, as I kept searching, because I really wanted 4, I couldn't find 4, but I found a third one, but it's not exactly the same. It's a little different. It's the same manufacturer. It's got a curve at the bottom that's different from the other 2, and it's just a little bit bigger. So I'll sell this one as a single and see what happens. So don't overlook the glassware section because you might find some nice crystal. I spotted this picture on the bottom of a cart that was being wheeled out from the back room of a thrift store, and I sprinted after it because I wanted it. You know, it's a bit of an oddball item. I mean, it's a blue bowl water pitcher, right? That's a little odd. But do you ever wonder about those oddball items and think, I wonder if they're worth anything? Well, this one is. Regularly sells anywhere between $25 and $60, and apparently the color of the bowl makes a difference. The blue one is a little more sought after than the red bowl, the yellow bowl, the green bowl, or the black bowl. Who knew? But my friend Sophie, who is from Finland, she went nuts when I texted her a picture of this. Apparently the designer, his name was Kaj Frank for Arabia of Finland, that's the manufacturer, his designs have been exhibited at places like the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. And her parents flew from Finland to see his exhibit, I don't know how many years ago, but they flew there because they wanted to see his work. So I thought that was really cool. Anyway, I love this picture and I think I'm gonna keep it for a while. Don't overlook those unusual items because you never know. They could be worth something. Another overlooked area at thrift stores and yard sales are sheets. Yeah, people buy used ones. I don't know, it's just a thing, not my thing, but hey, if someone's gonna buy them, I'll sell it. I found this vintage 1960s Snoopy and Woodstock flat sheet for $1.99 at the thrift store. Actually, I found two. Here's the other one. I sold that one probably within about 2 weeks for $18. Not a huge profit, but you can find sheets, blankets, tablecloths, and other textiles for very little at thrift stores and yard sales. They're also super easy to ship in a padded envelope. Best part is you never worry about breakage. I call this the beehive jar because of its obvious shape. I found this in the random glassware section of the thrift store, and it was only $2.99. As soon as I picked it up, I could feel how light and airy it was. And I was like, I think this is a good piece. So I took a picture on Google Lens, and within a few minutes I found out that it was designed by a man named Jacob Bang for a Danish company called Guard. So all of you people in Denmark, I apologize for my accent there. It's probably terrible. Here are some current prices and some recent sales. So I have this one up for $85. We'll see. Not bad. Don't overlook the random glassware section. Finally, this is my favorite piece that I stumbled upon in the thrift store recently. It was on that wall of shelves, you know, the one where all the florist vases are. Those are the ones that we keep under our sinks and all over the house. You know, you collect them over the years, and then suddenly everyone says, just bring them to the thrift store. And then there's thousands of them. Well, as soon as I walked past there, I did a double take because I was like, this doesn't belong there. This is a vase, not a vase. I checked it for damage, and the only thing I found was this. It's the punt mark or pontil mark. The pontil is the glass maker's blowpipe that creates this beautiful piece. And this is where it's broken off from the piece of art. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, this is hand-blown glass. So this isn't one of those things, you know. At that point, I wondered, is this Italian or is it Scandinavian because of the clean lines? I wasn't sure. So I did some research and I found that it was designed by someone named Dino Martins for Aureliano Tasso, Murano glass. And it's mid-century, 1950s, 1960s. The great thing is his stuff sells anywhere between the low hundreds into the thousands of dollars. This one, I think I'm going to sell for about $250 to $300. Oh, did I mention that I bought it for $4.99? And I had 20% off that day? Yeah. So this $4 vase is going to turn into a vase of about $250 to $300. So don't overlook that florist vase area. You never know, you might find a vase. Finding those items that are overlooked and underpriced at thrift stores and yard sales, along with a little bit of research, can help you flip nice profits. Thanks for watching Long Island Thrifter. If you enjoyed this episode, please tap the like button, and if so inclined, please subscribe. Until next time, keep on thrifting.